Hey up, I've got another tent to show you today. This is the Wild Country Helm Compact 1, which is made by Terra Nova. So the Helm 1 and the Helm 2 is probably the tent that I've recommended most to first time wild campers. I've got quite a bit of experience of using the Helm 2 myself, and I've camped a few times with Steve from Outdoors Lifestyle, who used this tent, and it held its own against my Hilleberg Solo in some pretty testing conditions. So we're going to have a good look at this tent in detail today. I brought my tools so you can see all the specs and measurements. So let's crack on, get it set up. So as you can see, it's quite a compact tent. It weighs in at 1.97 kilograms, which is 4 pounds or 5 ounces. So it's about 15 inches or 38 centimeters long, 7 inches or 18 centimeters wide, and then the depth, I don't know, 5.5 inches and 14 centimeters. Which doesn't matter to me too much, because I find that things fit better in my backpack if I separate the poles and then put the tent in a different stuff sack. But if you do want to keep it in the bag, it's got these nice little adjustable straps with clips. But it's one of those bags that there's acres of room, so you don't find it difficult to get your tent back in. So inside the bag, tent rolled up, poles, tent pegs, and then the tent comes, I believe, with the fly and the inner already attached. We'll take a look in a second. Take a look at the poles. So you get two. The red one is pre-bent, and this is a 8.5mm Superflex alloy is what they're called. Pretty standard fixing on the end. And the blue one is just straight. Also comes with a pole repair sleeve. It's worth knowing, if you buy the tent from Terra Nova, it comes with a 2-year warranty, and that includes 2 years accidental damage on your tent pole. So if you do accidentally break one, they'll replace it for you. Let's have a look at the pegs. You do get 10. And these are described as alloy V pegs. Come on then, let's get it pitched up. So the pole sleeves are colour coded, so you can't really go wrong. Let's just guide these corners out. So the guy lines are 3mm and they are reflective, and then they've got these little like line locks for adjustment. Right, I'm going to put the blue pole in first, because that has to bend. It makes it much easier for erecting the tent. Very difficult to go wrong with this. Blue sleeve, blue pole, and then blue webbing for the eyelets. There's two in there, so one will put the tent a little bit more taut than the other one. So the nearest one will make your tent a bit tighter, and this one is a little bit looser. You only need the outside one though. You could even use that to double pole your tent, so you could put 2 in each sleeve. So now for the red one, that's where having it pre-bent makes it much easier. There we go. The red poles do have a little clip on either side, just to pull the outer fabric towards it. I'm just going to finish pegging it out. And just finish off with the guy lines. And they can just be nipped up using these line locks. And it's just a case of nipping up the tension on all the corners. That is the tent fully pitched up everything you need in the pack. So, you know, there's pegs for every tie-out point, guy lines fitted. There's no seam sealing to do or anything like that. So it's waterproof, ready to use out of the bag. Right, so let's take a look around the outside. So as you can see straight away, there is a vent near the door side. We've got a storm flap for the zip to protect that from leaks. Toggle for the door, for the tie back. We've got another vent around the other side. No door on here. Everything is double stitched and tape seamed from the inside, so you're not going to get any leaks. All the tie-out points are reinforced. Strengthened pole sleeves, especially around the top here. For the money, this is a bit of a tank. I have to say, I've seen it in some really windy conditions alongside Hilleberg tents, and it held its own. I'm not saying that it's a Hilleberg beater, not for 1 minute, but if you want something that's not going to let you down for around £150, yeah, you can't go wrong for that kind of money. Let's take a look inside. So down at the bottom, there's a little clip that's fitted. So that's to protect your zip and stop it from opening in the wind. It's always better to actually open the zip and then release the clips, and vice versa. Get that door rolled up. Little toggle on a bungee, and then that fits in. Little hole there. So although this is marketed as a 3-season tent, there's quite a lot of solid fabric on this inner. So it will still be really good for colder UK conditions. The door just shoves into this little pocket here. No faffing rolling it up. Like it. Vestibule area isn't huge, but there is plenty of room for cooking in all your pack. But there's a nice little trick up the sleeve here, look. You have access to there so you can put wet clothes or your boots or something. And it's double zipped, look. So you can just have that as a more ventilated area if you just want it to cool things down a little bit or help reduce condensation. And that rolls up if you want and can be held in place with a toggle if you've got 2 hands spare. Right, I'm going in. So let's start with headroom. I'm not sat on a mat. There's about, oh, take my cap off. Yeah, a couple of inches there for me, and I'm just under 5'8". I bought tape measures, so I may as well be a bit more exact. Measures 90 centimetres to me, or 35.5 inches. Generous sized pocket, the foot area. I like this little cupboard area there. Another pocket at the other end. Yeah, everything is taped inside, as you can see. Bathtub floor comes up a little bit. Corners are all reinforced. Tough bit of kit. Double stitched inside as well. And there's a loop up there for your lantern. There's plenty of room in here for a wide sleeping pad. Yeah, I'm making that 78 centimetres or 31 inches. And the length, I'm going to go from corner to corner first. Which is about 197 centimetres, 78 inches. But it does go to a bit of a point there, so end to end. 224 centimetres or 88 inches. So it's a decent sized living space in there. Feels much less claustrophobic than, you know, the single hoop tents. I don't think I've mentioned the materials yet. So this is what they call a Stormtex 68 denier polyester ripstop fly sheet. It's got a hydrostatic head of 4,000 millimeters. So the bathtub is a 5,000 millimeter hydrostatic head. They call that Aquastop, and that's a 68 denier polyurethane, and this is a 68 denier ripstop inner. So robust materials. So I've been recommending the Helm 1 and the Helm 2 for quite a while now. For the price, you're getting a very robust tent that will stand up to most of the conditions we use here in the UK. So it's pretty much all that most people really need. So you can pitch it with the fly really close to the floor. And with the inner being mainly solid, you can use it all year round really. Maybe if it's really heavy snow, you want something different. But most of the time, this is all the tent you're ever going to need, for one person anyway. So I got a message from Terra Nova a couple of weeks ago, asking me how I was. They know I've been struggling a little bit. And if there was anything that I needed, or if they could help at all. And I said, you can actually help me out here. I says, I'd love to test out the Helm 1, because it's the tent that I recommend to pretty much all new starters. So they invited me up to their headquarters. I've picked up a tent, so I've got it for free. I just think it is a really, really good product. However, they have got it on sale at the minute, and they've given me a discount code as well, so you'll get an extra 10% off this tent if you use the link in the description below, and the code Helm10. I'll leave that in the description as well. It is an affiliate link, so if you do buy through Terra Nova, I will get a small commission, but you also get the peace of mind of buying direct from the manufacturer for warranty, and like I said, 2 years on a pole. You don't get that warranty from any other company. So tomorrow I'm taking this tent up in the hills, putting it through its paces for a wild camp. So make sure to subscribe and hit that little bell if you want to see that video. But that's it for this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.